Hello and welcome everybody to tonight's fantastic Friday Dino action. Maybe some of the most exciting dinos you may have ever seen. Continuing with Naya, red, white, and green, and featuring Trapjaw Tyrant. My goodness, I'm getting more and more excited about this guy as the days go on. Triggering Trapjaw Tyrant. Whenever he's dealt damage, exile target creature an opponent controls until Trapjaw Tyrant leaves the battlefield. That's the main thing, at least doing that. A little bit more often, with a little bit more things, Raging Swordtooth is my choice, at least for tonight, and certainly has felt like it's done the trick. When it enters the battlefield, deal 1 damage to each other creature. Of course, pinging Trapjaw, potentially taking out all these little dinky dorks, small stuff. It does turn off Lovestruck Beast and Mono Green, of course, needing a 1/1 creature to attack, so we might save ourselves from a little bit of aggression against that deck. For the most part, though, even if it takes out a couple things, one thing, or maybe nothing, pinging Trapjaw to take out, hopefully forever, something big. No matter how big it is, we eat it. Of course, it's good to have protection for Trapjaw Tyrant. Still gonna stick with Gaea's Gift here. 1 in a green, fantastic stuff. Although, if I'm really just wanting to protect that thing, Trapjaw, I don't really need the reach, the trample from Gaea's Gift, or the +1/+1 counter. I'm thinking Tamio's Safekeeping is probably better than this. If there's something so clear that I need to live, I need to make sure it doesn't leave the battlefield so the opponent doesn't get all their creatures back. I'm thinking for this variation that is focused on Trapjaw, it may be better for Tamio's Safekeeping. Well, we'll keep Gaea's Gift in though. This is definitely, of course, more versatile. Does the trick, makes things bigger. Other than that, it's mostly the same. We've got a lot of dinos, a lot of creatures with with a power of 5. So that's meeting the requirement of Gwenna, Eyes of Gaea there. Whenever you cast a creature spell with power 5 or greater, put a 1/1 counter on her and untap it. That's going to be lovely with Rhonas there. And also her ability to tap, add 2 mana, can be used to power out Rhonas's activated ability there. Maybe allow us to go with that twice, something like that. Very exciting stuff. Give trample on Trapjaw. Maybe trample on Gwenna herself. Carnage Tyrant. Just make things bigger. For the most part, though, everything does have trample, so it's not super needed. I could see myself increasing Marauding Raptor's power and giving it trample, because sometimes this thing is sitting very big and it just gets chump blocked into oblivion, unfortunately. Consistency wise, I think it's going to be pretty good. It has done the trick. I've increased it to 22 lands, so well, it's more than 20. Sideboard wise, Shifting Ceratops, Silverback Elder, bunch of creatures that do have a power of 5. Of course, Silverback Elder, I wanted to try it out. It's fantastic, and Mono Green does the trick. It's very scary whenever I've faced it. Whenever I faced that deck, whenever you cast a creature spell, choose 1, destroy target artifact or enchantment. So it gives us a little bit more hate against enchantments, the possibility of destroying some artifacts, because previously it's basically just been back to nature to destroy all enchantments, and if they have a pesky artifact, well, we're out of luck not being able to get rid of it, unfortunately. When shifting, of course, I did actually face a Mono Blue Spirits finally, one of the matches before I started here tonight, and I wasn't starting off with shifting, but still, Mono Blue Spirits once every couple of days, that's not common whatsoever. Gaea's Gift, though, it's still 4. Yeah. Sweeper, Anger of the Gods, lots of cheap, aggressive stuff, so that's going to feel quite nice giving us a chance. We got lots of big bodies as well to stop some of that aggression, but if they've just gone too fast, too quick, reset with anger, and we're off to the races. Chances are most of the stuff we have is going to survive. Of course, anger's killing Marauding Raptor and Huntmaster, but anything past that should all live. Gwenna, chances are we put a 1-1 counter on her, so she's going to live as well. And it's going to be a good time. Alright. See if we face Mono Blue again to start. That would be nuts. Mono Blue Spirits, 2 matches tonight. I would be very surprised if that was the case. LT. Mono Blue Mill. Potentially, we could make something like this work. Secluded Courtyard might have to be named for a human, though, to play Huntmaster. I don't want to do that. Oh, that is worse, unfortunately. Oh, still 1 land. Hey, there is 2. Well, we'll send stuff to the bottom, and we'll hope for the best. Still could be, I guess, a little explosive, as long as we get 3 lands for Gwenna. As long as everybody survives. Hopefully it's not too painful in the removal department. We're seeing red and white, though. Huntmaster might be dead. Yikes. Live. At least a couple turns. Oh. We've got something very nasty coming up. This is not going to be good. I'll hold out hope and cross my fingers I draw a 3rd land here, but it's not looking too good. Yikes. Boros Heroic. Interesting. Yeah, that's probably going to do it. Even when you up the lands a little bit, sometimes you will see times like that when you just don't draw stuff. Now, Boros Heroic, probably don't need Shifting Ceratops. Misty, how's it going? I haven't got to try out the new Anger of the Gods. I haven't opened too many packs of the Brothers War. Maybe I can be enticed to do so. I've got 126,000 gold at the moment, so I mean, I could see myself opening 6, 10, possibly. That wouldn't hurt. Definitely would get me a couple wild cards and hopefully at least 1 copy of Brotherhood's End. Something like that. It's a lot to do with Brothers. It's a very fantastic set overall. I think flavor-wise it hits the spot. Silverback Elder, though, I'm kind of intrigued by this. Boros Heroic, potentially a bunch of enchantments could be coming down, buffing Favorite Hoplite. That thing, it scares me. But definitely Trapjaw Tyrant to exile. Everything, no matter how big, is going to be nice. Anger of the Gods, similar to that sweeper, might be nice, but some of their creatures could be increased past 3 toughness pretty quickly and out of range of anger. Well, we got 2 lands. At least we do get to keep this hand. It's already going much better than that first game. Favorite Hoplite. Oof. Hopefully that thing doesn't get too big next turn. And hopefully we get that 3rd land. Marauding Raptor for 1, Gwenna for 2, and we just go nuts on turn 4. Yeah, this could be nasty. Attacking for... they might have protection or something for Favorite Hoplite. I could see that being a thing. Yeah. Well, Topiary Stomper, at least, will ramp. Then next turn, Marauding plus Gwenna. potentially Marauding Raptor itself could help us get to Ghalta. If we draw another land, we would reduce Ghalta to 3. As long as we have 4, Marauding for 1, Ghalta for 3, off to the races with the Hasty Queen. Hopefully Huntmaster survives, which I think it will. For the most part, it's a lot of cheap spells that target their stuff. Oh, not quite. Marauding for 1, Gwenna for 2, and then, hopefully, finally, the turn coming up, it's going to be super explosive. Sure doesn't seem like they have any cheap interaction. We'll let them attack. Hope things survive. Hope they don't have Reckless Rage. 2 damage to one of their creatures. 4 damage to one of ours. Instant speed. Very, very painful. They'd be casting it twice. Dreadhorde Arcanist would allow them to do it a second time when it attacks. And that would be not a pretty sight. Likely taking out Gwenna and Marauding Raptor. We're not dead yet, though. At least they can't gain life. There's a good chance we would have just lethal next turn. They have quite a bit of mana left, so they could have still something up their sleeve. Maybe they just play more creatures, something like that. Yeah, I'm scratching my head a little bit. They haven't done anything with 3. Well, more lands. Always very good, of course. Gwenna. Aw, shucks. I don't know about this. Ghalta for free. Well, that's pretty good. Maybe they have removal. Some sort of removal that they're saving for this exact moment. Aha. I knew it. It's okay. Not the end of the world. We got Rhonas we'll be able to play, followed by Topiary Stomper. Gwenna is going to get quite big. Very, very big. I was thinking Topiary Stomper was 5 power. It was not. I almost tapped Gwenna there. Well, we can hit him for 8. That is pretty good. Let's do that. I think we might be safe, especially because Rhonas does have Indestructible. It's going to be a fantastic blocker. I'm going to attack with everything. I don't see myself blocking with Huntmaster, wanting to block with Huntmaster. I think there's a pretty good chance both of those things are going to have trample. Huntmaster may not do a whole lot. As long as Rhonas survives, that's going to deter a lot of their stuff. A 5/5 Death Touch Indestructible is a pretty scary thing indeed. And we could land the Great Henge next turn. Not dead yet. Oof. It does hurt a little bit. Man, they're just going to keep killing stuff, I guess. They both have Indestructible, so we'll save ourselves taking a bunch of damage right here. Boom. Gotta love it. I miss Indestructible. And Blast Zone actually is what I miss. Popping that, taking out Favored Hoplite. Very satisfying indeed. This Field of Ruin taking out Jetmir's Garden would not be a bad thing whatsoever. Gonna grab a Plains just to make sure I can cast Trapjaw Tyrant if I do draw it, of course. It'd be pretty sad if I got a mountain or a forest. I'd only have Secluded Courtyard at the moment. Ooh, this is gonna be good. Yeah, definitely get the Great Henge. Get that Marauding. Draw some stuff. Hopefully eventually it's Trapjaw. Well, we'll go a second copy of Rhonas. 1 green, basically just to draw a card. I think it's still pretty good. Favored Hoplite would have to block for them to survive. It would be nice to take it out. I'm just going to attack with this 1 Marauding here. We still definitely could be dead to the powered up Favored Hoplite and Dreadhorde Arcanist. Taking out one of those does feel pretty nice. Gain a bit of life next turn, go Huntmaster, Marauding, draw a card from both of those, and hopefully get us to Trapjaw Tyrant, start exiling some of these painful things. Ooh, 7/6. Not nice. We're still not dead. It is a little bit painful that this stuff constantly has Indestructible. I guess it's Rhonas has Indestructible. You know what, I'm gonna take all that. I'm gonna stop some damage. Hopefully. See if they maybe power up Dreadhorde Arcanist to take out Marauding Raptor, which is kind of what I want. Not so bad. Now with 1 Marauding gone, this Huntmaster that we play is going to live. Enters with a 1/1 counter. Surviving the 1 ping from Marauding, we play the other one. As long as we can exile some stuff, we'll be off to the races. Trapjaw, where are you at? Good buddy. Unfortunately, it would have to be Secluded Courtyard. You know what? I'm going to pop this clue. See if that draws the Trapjaw. Ooh. It's not Trapjaw, unfortunately. Well, Jetmir's... No. All right, we got enough lands lethal, I imagine. Looks to be the case. Yeah, that should be. Favored Hoplite is only blocking, well, probably Rhonas. Then they would take out one other thing. As long as they can't gain life, we got him. Ooh, nasty. Devastating. You can imagine, if we saw Trapjaw Tyrant, we'd hopefully be exiling the favored Hoplite, exile Dreadhorde Arcanist. If at any point they have something that damages Trapjaw, chances are it's not 5 damage to take it out in one single go. And if you can't take Trapjaw out in one single go, it just doesn't make sense. Maybe dealing something for 3, okay. We get to exile one of their creatures. Then they finish it off. We don't get to exile anything else, but just taking out favored Hoplite. Even though it comes back, it doesn't come back with those 5 counters. Just how the game works. Lovely to at least reduce the power from that thing. Even if it keeps the opponent open for a turn, that might be just what we need. Now again, we didn't see much enchantments. Still kind of feeling Silverback Elder. Charging Monster Sword would be nice. Let's get the Elder in. They could have a couple artifacts, but I think for the most part it's very cheap spells that buff a creature for 1, sometimes for 2. And that hand is definitely a keeper. A lot better than our first 2 games, that's for sure. Whew. Oop. Always with that turn 1 favored Hoplite. The chances are not favored in this match. At least this game, perhaps. Especially if it starts swinging big. Oh, we got Trapjaw. Phew. Finally. I'll go with Secluded Courtyard. They know we're on dinos. Not a big difference either way. We've got Karplusan Forest. We would have had to take one. Definitely would have been a little bit safer going with the mountain instead to have my source of red for Huntmaster here. Slightly better. As long as we land Gwenna and Gwenna survives, we will get Trapjaw. Oh, that 10th District Legionnaire is sometimes feeling not fair. Reckless Rage coming down. Ah, I knew it. With a deck like this, where you want to target your own creatures with cheap things, yeah, that does the trick, unfortunately. Well, we'll try for Gwenna. Hopefully they don't have another Reckless Rage. If they do, it's definitely lights out on our chances. Yeah, I'm not blocking. They have something that could buff that 1 and take out Gwenna. At least we've got a creature that is a little bit bigger. And we got a fantastic blocker in Trapjaw. We may not be dead, but chances are still the case. If we had gone first, we certainly would have had a much better chance. I mean, we have enough lands. Kind of unfortunate. But you will have wildly different variations. Some games you don't draw anything. Some you have 8. And it might seem like you have too many. If they can't take out Trapjaw, they'll probably never attack with any creatures that are less than 5 power. Of course, Trapjaw would... Oh. Something painful will happen. Okay. I'm going to block that one. And this. Oh, wait. We're just dead. Never mind. It wouldn't have mattered anyways. Now. For some reason, I thought we were a little bit healthier than we were. No? Oh, we got a pack. Okay. Mid-pack opening, hopefully. getting that sweeper that you were talking about, Misty. Got a rare wild card, so could redeem it, but our rare is Tyrant of Care Ridges, which does seem like a pretty good dragon. Altar of Dementia. Sacrifice a creature, target player mills cards equal to the sacrificed creature's power. Whew. That thing is pretty darn scary. It is nice if we can steal an opponent's creature. We have this out, sacrifice it to that. They never get their creature back, and they're milled. Hopefully a bunch of stuff. I wish we could use it in Explorer, but maybe those retro artifacts from the Brothers' War would be too powerful. A lot of them would definitely be too powerful. Alright, is it Mono Blue Spirits? Another one land hand. Oh, we'll be mulliganing this. Could maybe risk it. We're on the draw, so 2 chances to see that second one by turn 2. Okay, that is definitely the keeper. Send Ghalta to the bottom for sure. But we got 3 lands plus Thunderherd Migration. Very good chance we'll at least get the 5. It is nice seeing Rhonas here. The first Azorius control of the night, though. Gwenna is going to be pretty good. It's going to be interesting overall. We don't have Trapjaw yet, and we may not need Trapjaw Tyrant in this matchup. Play it safe, go with the forest. Imagine they have a counter spell of some kind. We'll try for another Thunderherd Migration here. Reveal Charging Monster Sword, same thing. Hopefully they don't counter this. Good stuff, good stuff. Alright. They know Charging Monster Sword could be coming down next turn. I imagine they'll save some sort of answer for it. So we'll just go Huntmaster and see what happens. I'll go with Rhonas. I'd rather them burn a counterspell on Rhonas than Gwenna. Of course, Rhonas with Indestructible. Don't have to worry about sweepers, anything like that. Ah, March of Otherworldly Light. I do like that. We got a lot of fantastic bodies at the moment. Charging Monster Sword especially against a control deck. Nice to have haste on a big body. Oh, they're firing on all cylinders, killing everything, but try for Gwenna. Nah, nuts. Either way, it's going to be an uphill battle. This is not a particularly favored matchup. We got some fantastic creatures to bring the pain against this deck, but I don't see it ever really being favored above 50%. It does suck we're not starting off with Shifting Ceratops. That is definitely a big help. I'm gonna try for Charging Monster Sword. They only have 1 card in hand. Another Jawari Disruption. Nuts. I was thinking they might have something like that. Censor or Jawari Disruption. I thought I'd take the risk though and hope it wasn't it. Alright, hopefully we can take out Teferi with this. Oh, phew, okay. So they don't have anything at instant speed that can take out a creature. That is very good news for us. The Wandering Emperor coming down to exile Raging Swordtooth, though, is painful. I imagine that's what's happening. Oh, interesting. Well, well, well. Of course, we know Wandering Emperor is happening, so we just won't attack with Ghalta. Get him to burn that Wandering Emperor there. Oh, settle the wreckage. Well, at least we did confirm that they have that. Well, I guess I could have grabbed 2 lands. Oh. For some reason, I thought I could only get... well... Yeah, we're not coming back from that. Especially without shifting Ceratops. Yeah, when a deck like that goes first and they just remove everything, sometimes it doesn't work out. Unfortunately, definitely switching Trapjaw with shifting makes a lot of sense, even though this plains and the sources of white are not really doing anything. Which could be something else for white that I bring in against a control matchup. Although Azorius control is not very common, at least for myself. I might face it once every 2 days. Yeah, we'll think about it. Definitely with Gwenna here, tapping for 2 mana of any color in any combination for a creature spell, that really does help quite a lot with consistency. She didn't live too long. Hopefully this game is different. Gaea's Gift though, that's what I wanted. Rhonas Indestructible, pretty nice, but I'm just going to go with Gaea's Gift instead. And cut the Raging Swordtooth. Actually, both Raging Swordtooths. Bring in that Rhonas for hopefully a little bit of a stickier threat with Indestructible there. Something that survives Supreme Verdict or any other sweeper that they have. That's a keeper if I've ever seen one. We got 3 lands. We got Thunderherd. Huntmaster. Nothing at the moment for Huntmaster to accelerate out. Hopefully, getting a shifting Ceratops. Although if this stays our 3 lands, we wouldn't be able to go shifting on turn 3 anyways. I'll probably just play it safe, go Thunderherd as my turn 2 play. Yeah. It was pretty nice last night, taking down Azorius Control. Pretty sure it was Azorius Control with hasty shifting Ceratops on turn 3 because of Huntmaster. We drew a second copy the next turn, hit him for 10, and it was just lights out after that. Definitely with this Thunderherd. Get a bunch of lands, be safe for whenever we do drop a creature. A little bit safer, I should say. At least having an extra 1 mana. So we dodge Censor, Jawari Disruption, that sort of thing. Oh, this is lovely stuff. Oh, very, very good. We get to go Huntmaster plus Topiary Stomper. Charging Monster Sword coming down next turn. They know what's happening. They got to be scared. If we got another land that wasn't Jetmir's next turn, we would be able to go charging plus Ghalta. Ooh. Well, we're going to try for Marauding instead. See what happens. See what they do to this. If they have a counterspell. Boom. Hopefully no removal for the Queen. That's always that fateful absence. They probably have a sweeper coming up. Maybe portable hole for one of our cheap creatures, Marauding or Huntmaster there. Digging for that sweeper, I bet. Oh, okay. Maybe they have settled the wreckage. They're wanting us to attack with a bunch of stuff. I bet that's the case. Or they could have Wandering Emperor. I'm going to get that Jetmir's Garden down. You know what? Let's attack with everything. Boom. Okay, phew. So we know they don't have Settle the Wreckage. They 100% would have used that if they had it. I was gotta look on the positive side of things. We do a decent chunk of damage. Gonna pop this clue. Hope it's a nice heavy hitter. It's a land. Well, we dug one card closer to hopefully something that is a little bit more impactful than that. Urza's Silex. I'm not too scared. Huh. This is looking pretty good. That's going to be interesting. But we'll do as much damage as possible since they are going to pop that thing and we're going to lose everything that we have. That's the first time I've seen that sweeper destruction artifact. Let's see them use it. Each player chooses 6 lands they control, and then we destroy all other permanents. Shouldn't be too bad. We do have more than 6, unfortunately. We've got the Stomping Ground in hand, which we would have lost that if we had played it. Oh, we got Hasty Shifting Ceratops off to the races for the win. Lethal, dead. Whew! Fire. Yes. I said last night we had Hasty Shifting turn 3, a second copy turn 4. Wow. Wow. That is why haste is so important. So powerful. So scary. What's going on here? I just realized we don't have Regis or Alpha. I was so excited to make this list last night that I completely forgot. My goodness. Well, that's embarrassing a little bit. Okay then. Keep it as is. Maybe update things midstream, add in Regis or Alpha. I don't remember the last time I didn't use that card. That should work. We got Guy's Gift, which is going to be fantastic. Protecting somebody. Possibly Carnage Tyrant if they have a sweeper and they really want to get rid of that guy. Wonder if they have something. Gonna try for a Thunderherd Migration. Good. It doesn't look like they have Jawari Disruption. If they do, we'll be able to hopefully safely go Topiary Stomper. I'm gonna try for Jetmir's instead, plus Huntmaster. We'll have Hasty Shifting next turn, whether or not Huntmaster dies. It's not too bad. Get to 6, we'll be at 7 next turn. Oh, turning on Topiary Stomper. Yes, this is very good. Now maybe they don't have a sweeper. They did make that samurai token. Or maybe they do and they're wanting us to play a bunch of creatures. Get a false sense of security or something. Getting scared, that's for sure. Go with shifting, see who blocks who, and possibly use Gaea's Gift on somebody to save. Yeah, I'm going to target Teferi. Both Samurai would have to block shifting. The Spirit can't, so that's pretty good. You know what? I'm going to give it Trample to take out Teferi. I was thinking of holding up 2 next turn. Save shifting with Gaea's Gift. I guess possibly Wandering Emperor is going to... Well, I couldn't exile shifting anyways. What am I thinking? Man, that thing is going to be scary. Oh, I almost forgot. It has first strike. Ooh. That was close. My goodness. Alright, Gwenna it is. Maybe could have gone Carnage Tyrant. Wouldn't have had 2 left. Oh, no. Nuts. Not the worst thing in the world. But we'll still take out the Wandering Emperor. Do a little bit of damage to their face. Now I would imagine save somebody with Gaea's Gift here. Ooh, double Gaea's Gift. Well, I think I know what I want to do. Boom. See if this draws out a counter spell. Ah, nuts. Hey, you know what? I just really want to protect shifting Ceratops. They can't counter the second one. Then we get to go Rhonas. Rhonas. Hopefully that survives. We get to attack with him next turn. Cross our fingers they don't have something that exiles, which does get around indestructible, unfortunately. Oof. Topiary Stomper for 3. No. Carnage Tyrant. We need something that sticks around a little bit better. Hopefully they only draw 1 card. Carnage Tyrant will have to block this Spirit. Oh, I forgot about the Manland. Yeah. Yeah, that does it, unfortunately, Pablo. Hey, all good, all good. Yes, there is the 1-mana human, Kinjali's Collar. Definitely something to consider. It's kind of hard to have turn 1 white, which is the thing you want if you're running Kinjali's Collar. A little difficult. Turn 2 white, a little bit easier, for sure. Huge win. Oh. I think Wizards of the Coast, Magic the Gathering, they'll eventually turn things around. Even if that's not the case, I'm always having a good time with dinos. But yeah, going back to turn 1 white, I would not really want to name human with Secluded Courtyard to be able to play Kinjali's Collar to get that cost reduction. Jetmir's Garden enters tap, so that's not helping us play Collar on turn 1. The only way at the moment with this variation is the Plains. We would have to see that to play Collar. I don't think I want to add so much stuff as a source of white that enters untapped on turn 1. It doesn't exactly feel worth it to me, at least with this list. Good stuff, good stuff. The regulars are out tonight, yes. Hopefully the wins are out tonight, especially against Azorius Control, but yeah, Sometimes you do forget about the manlands. I definitely forgot about that, unfortunately. Said Jimmy. Oh, hey, look. We got a good starting hand, at least. We got 2 lands. A bunch of stuff for 2. Even if it's Rakdos, Thoughtseize, we'll have a play happening. Hopefully Gwenna is going to be happening this game. Hopefully a 3rd land, but even not, we still would have stuff to do. I see red. I feel that Huntmaster could be dead. We'll play it safe. Either way, they'd know we're on dinos. I'll go with the plains, just in case we get to Trapjaw, if we really need that white, and Gwenna doesn't live. Ooh, we got some sort of gruel variation. Interesting. Let's say it's probably got to be Gwenna. Yeah. Only that plains was a mountain. Could have gone Marauding plus Huntmaster this turn. Trapjaw, well, maybe not even the turn after that. We wouldn't have had 2 sources of white. As long as Gwenna survives, we'll be doing good. If we can get Trapjaw down next turn and ping, that will certainly be nice. I'm going to add 2 red. We'll get Huntmaster plus Marauding here. Hopefully everything sticks around. Trapjaw next turn to exile Questing Beast. Maybe something else big that happens. Pretty sure we should be safe. Oh, good against aggro. And ramps, yes. Definitely having 3 toughness with Kendrali's Collar. Very, very good blocker indeed. This person is going to be sad with, oh, Secluded Courtyard, Pablo. At least you're sticking around for this utter decimation of the opponent. Ooh, scary. Double white, let's go. Untap. We exile Questing. We exile Bone Crusher. And their chances are done. Boom. Ping. Boom. We can't go Raging Swordtooth. Marauding and Trapjaw are... well, we're just going to play a Carnage Tyrant for 2. Technically. Oh my gosh. Look. They folded like a wet newspaper. I could have gone a little bit slower there for you guys. But Trapjaw Tyrant came down for 2. No, 1. Basically 1. Gwenna untapped. Oh. Gaea is better than a Tarkus command, huh? Yes, white removal, always painful. I mean, I did just face Azorius control there. It is always going to be painful, but against this variation, Anger of the Gods could be good. A lot of their creatures are possibly out of range of that 3 damage. I'm going to keep Anger out. Trapjaw utterly destroys anything they were hoping to do. Keep in Raging Swordtooth. Definitely want to increase the ways of pinging Trapjaw and exiling the big stuff. Rhonas Indestructible against this deck. Very, very nice. Very nice indeed. Could see Silverback Elder. Charge a Monster Sword. I mean, hasty, all that stuff is good. But I like the Silverback for maybe some more lands. Destroying some artifact that they play. Possibly they play Embercleave, but if they're able to play Embercleave, that might just get them the win right there anyways. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Very exciting stuff right there. We got 4 lands. We got Huntmaster, Topiary, cost reduction, ramp. I think there's a good chance we see Ghalta, but there is also a good chance that Huntmaster is going to die to a stomp from Bonecrusher Giant. If that's the case, we still would get to go Topiary Stomper on turn 3. Okay, so Huntmaster is safe-ish. Hopefully Huntmaster survives and Topiary, and it keeps our hope of the Great Henge coming down at some point. Oh, it's a Silverback Elder, my goodness. This is looking pretty sweet. Pablo, that Trapjaw was disgusting. It was almost past brutal. That person, I can almost guarantee, has never experienced something so nasty as that. My goodness. I knew, as long as I stick with Trapjaw, you're going to see fantastic moments like that. It's not guaranteed every night. Nothing much happens. Trapjaw Tyrant doesn't look so hot. We're not exiling things, but when you get that, scary. Definitely not blocking. We want to keep the hope of the Great Henge next turn alive. Oh, there we go. We got the trap. Great Henge plus something else we couldn't go. But we do need to ramp, yes. It's got to be Great Henge. Gain a bunch of life. I think we still should survive. Out of Gargaroth, 6. Rada, 3. Oh, a Rhythm of the Wild. Well, we don't have counter spells, so that's not doing a whole lot for him. A Clothis, that might do it. If we can get Ping and Trapjaw. Yikes. Scary. Yeah, if we can get Ping and Trapjaw next turn, we might have a slim chance. Hope for a Marauding Raptor. Ooh. Well. Audio is off. Hello. Doesn't seem like it's off. Huh. Oh, it's you. Okay. What was up with your audio? Yeah, I definitely like the Silverback Elder. Ghalta for 2. Gotta love it. I kind of like destroying the whatchamacallit. Yeah. We can't take him out. We got to leave everything behind to have a chance at surviving next turn. Certainly Silverback Elder being a 6/8 is going to be a lovely blocker. If we can somehow survive. Oh, audio is off. Oof. Good stuff. I'm glad my audio wasn't messed up. I imagine you guys would have called me out on it already. Now hopefully they don't have Embercleave. I think there could be a pretty good chance since they are attacking. I think it does have to be Huntmaster blocking Rada, just in case they do have that Embercleave. We still might be dead, unfortunately. I knew it. Yeah, that will do it, unfortunately. Yeah, you can see. I think we could increase the ways of pinging Trapjaw Tyrant even more. If we were able to do that, we would have won that game as well. Absolutely. We got the Trapjaw Heaven. Oh, it was fantastic. The first game of this match. If you're watching, if you didn't catch the first game of this match, oh man, that animation, you will not be disappointed. The devastating carnage of Trapjaw. Maybe Trapjaw Tyrant is the worst tyrant of the two. Hard to say. Carnage T is pretty fantastic, but when you have a scenario where you're just exiling questing beast, I forget the other thing. Hard to say. But it was good. This hand, very interesting. 3 Topiary Stompers, a ton of ramp, that's for sure. Whew. Crazy amount of ramp. We don't need a source of white. We've got 2 secluded courtyards now, which is quite nice. Source of red just in case we get that Otepec Huntmaster. Oh, definitely, definitely. You will not be disappointed. Oh, and a Rhonas as well. We can't turn Rhonas on, so definitely going to be another Topiary this turn. We'll be at 6 next turn. So we will be able to go a second Topiary plus Rhonas. Be able to block with this guy. Oh, yeah, it is. Wow, it's getting very cold for me too. We don't have a lot of snow, but a decent enough amount. Definitely want to get to 7 lands in total. Turn on these Topiary Stompers. And Rhonas. Yeah, I'll just attack with this thing if they want to trade with shifting. That would have been good. Okay, we got 4 damage free. Right to... Oh, and draining. That is a nasty combination. Ilharg, also quite nasty. I imagine I'll want to be using Rhonas' ability at least twice. 4, 6. We would need 6 if that was the case. Alright. Attack with everything. Let's go. We get to take out Ilharg. Boom. That was pretty good. It is. It's pretty cool. I'm seeing any deck use a dino that I often use basically every game. Very, very nice indeed. Maybe this person seeing dinos perform pretty decently is going to make them think, maybe this is something I should try out as well. I imagine that could do it. Topiary Stomper. Yeah, let's get that Topiary Stomper. 1 activation of Rhonas' ability on itself to give it trample. Alright. Maybe they feel safe. We're just going to play the second copy. In a sense, giving it vigilance. Rotting and mono black discard. Yes, heaven. Oh, it is scary stuff. Ouch. Sometimes. But think if we cast Topiary Stomper for 2 green, we only get a land. It's still likely better than Thunderherd Migration, which of course is always quite lovely. Maybe Marauding Raptor pings Topiary Stomper. Played it for 2, same cost as this. But we might get a little bit extra damage because of the temporary buff from Marauding. It's a dead body for a few turns likely, but down the line the potential of it being a creature is quite satisfying. Now, yeah, Carnage, and we win. I think. Imagine that's a win. Death Touch and Trample. We're going to get through, yeah, at least 4. That's it. We got him. We got him. Boom. Actually, no, we don't. What am I thinking? I forgot Rhonas can't target itself, but taking out Ravager Worm is very satisfying. And we don't need this Jetmir's Garden. Oh, good stuff. We got him. We got him. I love it. Hopefully, Heaven, you get to see Trapjaw Tyrant come into effect quite nicely. I think it's bound to happen. Hopefully it's this next game or next match coming up at some point. You can see how key Trapjaw is increasing the chances of pinging it. Very satisfying. If we have fighting, removal, of course, tail swipe from Dominaria United, 1 green, instant speed. We give a creature +1/+1 if we cast it during our main phase, and then we fight something. Boom. Make Trapjaw bigger, take 1 creature out. It's been dealt damage, we take another creature. I think something fighting related would be good. Oh yeah, definitely it's... I think often enough Topiary Stomper would probably be strictly better than Thunderherd Migration. Sometimes Thunderherd Migration we have to cast for 3 anyways, and we might not have cost reduction for Topiary, so at the very least Topiary would also be good there. But with cost reduction and lots of dinos, probably both things are cast for 2 most of the time. Usually. I compare them both being cast for 2. Well, that hand is not something I want to keep. Just a guess. A hunch. Well, that's certainly a lot better. Hopefully Huntmaster sticks around at least, and we talked about Topiary Stomper. Oh, this could actually be good. It looks like it might be another Boros Heroic. It would be interesting to face that deck twice in one night. Perhaps it's just creeping up in popularity. Maybe it had a good showing at some point. Hopefully there's no removal. Oh, no removal at instant speed for Huntmaster. We'll see if it's... yeah, it definitely looks like it's Boros. Ah, yes. Nuts. Ah, I see. Elves are very scary. We do have, of course, our favorite Anger of the Gods to help us out quite nicely. This is not so nice, though. Yikes. We're certainly not blocking. I think we still could be explosive enough, but hitting us for 4 there, not a pretty sight. Definitely Marauding Raptor plus, I'm going to go with Gwenna. Could be very nasty and explosive next turn. Never we would be blocking with Marauding Raptor, so might as well do a little bit of damage. We gotta preserve the chances for explosiveness. Hopefully we're not dead. Depending what they play, Illuminated Virtuoso could possibly get big enough to kill us. We may have to block with Gwenna, unfortunately. That is disgusting. Yeah, when you see Illuminated Virtuoso, you kill Illuminator Virtuoso on sight. Don't ask questions, just do it. Springleaf Drum and Historic, yes, Paul, that is a pretty fantastic artifact. Oh, I love Springleaf Drum. I've used it a little bit. When I first started out with dinos in Modern, Springleaf Drum was pretty lovely stuff. Increasing the usefulness of Huntmaster, of course. Cost reduction, you don't need to tap it to play extra stuff. So Springleaf Drum targeting this thing, that was one of my favorite little things to do. Another Boros Heroic. Well, that's a tough one. I say we keep it as is, hope for the best. Yeah, they just barf cheap spells on their creatures. And there's nothing you can really do. Yes, that gorilla is in. It has 5 power, so it synergizes with Gwenna there, wanting us to cast a creature with 5 power or greater. Gain some life, search for land, that sort of thing. Zetalpa. I'm always intrigued by Zetalpa. Potentially, I think it could work. Finally seeing Monastery Swiftspear again. Hoping that Thunderherd Migration does the trick, but probably not. I would imagine they're still going to kill us, especially if they get that Illuminator Virtuoso. Hopefully they don't get it. Ouch. Yeah, that's nasty stuff. Yeah, we'll go with Thunderherd Migration, play things a little bit safer. Could have gone both Huntmasters, but I want to land 5 next turn, possibly 6 for Carnage Tyrant. Just hope Huntmaster survives. I was pretty scared about decks like this. Creeping up in popularity. The Swiftspear, especially from the Brothers' War. That's an all-star. Maybe one of the best cards from the set. That would be nice. It would be nice indeed. If Huntmaster had 3 toughness, even if it stayed a 1/3, I would still be quite happy. If it survived Marauding Raptor, oh, the deck would be so much better. Incredible. It'd be a lot better. I imagine they have some way to save Illuminator Virtuoso, unfortunately. I will go with Huntmaster and use up red. Well, that is not good. The auto tapper messed us up. Sadly. Oh, okay. This is good. Now, there's a pretty good chance Monastery Swiftspear can probably kill us. If we tapped Huntmaster, attacked with Raging, let's play it safe. We're at 9, which is pretty scary. Certainly Zetalpa, though, indestructible, vigilance, flying, double strike. That would be a very scary thing, Pablo, against this deck. It's absolutely going past 5 power, guaranteed. I would bet $1,000 on that. They have 4 things in hand. They're doing something else. Eight. Well, we'll see what we draw, but I mean, if we got Ghalta, that would do it. Guess another charging Monstersaur and hope for the best. At least if they don't have anything that deals damage to our face, we can double block and potentially take out the Swiftspear. At least they don't have anything that deals damage to our face. Oh, okay. Well, you have something with flying. That does it. Yeah. Can't win them all, that's for sure. Maybe we'll get another Lord or another cost reducer Something that's a little bit tougher at 3 toughness and survives the Marauding Raptor ramp. But I think for the most part, we're quite spoiled with our cheap things. I just want a dinosaur lord that increases the power of them that is cheap. Some lord for 4, maybe that's a little too cheap because it is a dinosaur. You imagine to be a dinosaur lord, you have to be big, an apex predator. And if you're big, chances are you do cost quite a bit. At least 5. Even if we got a lord for 5, that would be quite nice. Non-legendary, of course, so you can jam all 4 copies in the list. That's my hope for Lost Caverns of Ixalan, coming out in about a year. Well, not that hand. Okay. It could be a lot worse. We'll send Carnage Tyrant to the bottom. Even though we don't have a source of weight, I'm going to cross my fingers we get there. Oof, Gwenna. Well, we got there. As long as Gwenna survives, taps for 2 white. Yeah, if we can get to Zitalpa at some point. It is interesting, though. We're facing angels again. I faced Orzhov angels, black and white. And because of Trapjaw here, quite fantastically, I exiled enough of their angels, almost all of their angels, and they didn't have a chance. Again, looking for some way to ping Trapjaw. Hopefully. Gaining life till we bring... Yeah, some way to stall Pablo. There is Temple Altasaur, preventing all but 1 damage from a dino. Well, that's... we're dead. Actually, 3, 5, 10. Yeah. I won't even bother playing Trapjaw Tyrant, showing them the fact that it is a dinosaur deck, whether or not that helps. But gaining life could be pretty good, for sure. I still think Temple Altasaur is probably the best stalling mechanism against a creature-based deck. All our dinos, all our other dinos, take all but 1 damage from all sources, which is pretty fantastic. Oh, every day. Maybe I should record a little video. Countdown to Lost Caverns of Ixalan, day 1, day 2. So, that'd be pretty cool. You know, a little minute or 2 video. I do love making those videos after the stream. A couple minutes, deck tech, mini deck tech on the list coming up, or thoughts for different stuff. I think it has been a nice addition. But angels, pretty nasty. Shifting Ceratops does have reach, which kind of good, but I still want to keep that Raging Swordtooth around. Ping Trapjaw, Marauding hopefully to ping Trapjaw. And I think for tomorrow night, add more things that can make this guy do its thing. Snapping, exiling other creatures. Anger of the Gods could be good, but the angels do get out of range of 3 damage pretty easily. Gaea, it would be very nice to take her out. She taps for a white. Well, so ramping is nasty, but each other angel enters the battlefield with an extra counter for each angel they already control, so the angels just get bigger and bigger and bigger. It's very scary stuff, but still, I'll leave anger out. If it was a lot of cheap stuff, I would probably bring it in. But there's the chance that it won't do much of anything. Not nearly enough. Let's keep it like that. Maybe I'll call tomorrow night Fighting Trap. Tyrant Trap. Fighting Tyrants. Ooh, I like the sounds of that. Fighting Tyrants. That's pretty sweet. Tyrant is already a pretty scary name, but when you fight, watch out. Should be pretty decent. Hopefully at least getting to that 4th land. It's still somewhat slow. Maybe they brought some removal for our creatures. They looked at Huntmaster. Actually, they know we're dinos. They didn't know that the previous game. So they're a little bit surprised. Get a wee bit of damage on them. Hopefully survive some of their nasty life gain that might happen. Worst and best. I think they could get there fast. I mean, and for the most part, this game is just luck-based. There's a big element of luck. That's just a fact. There's no getting around it. That whether you win a lot or you lose a lot, it's all about that luck. I do like marauding though. Play that Raging Swordtooth for 3, but going back to strongest matchups, that's a tough one. Mono Blue Spirits in Explorer probably is my least favorite matchup, even with Shifting Ceratops not being countered and protection from blue. Something about that deck I just hate. I strongly dislike. I think hate is maybe too strong of a word, but yeah. Good old Ghalta, that's where it's at. Hopefully they don't have removal for it. They could have Collected Company and they would just gain boatloads of life potentially right here. Oh, I never would have guessed. My goodness. Maybe I have played this matchup before. Oh, yes. They hit nothing. Wow. Wow, that is good. Also, I guess any life gain matchup would be pretty difficult for dinos at the moment. I'm not using Giant Cindermaw or Rampaging Ferocidon to stop the life gain. But again, Angels is almost non-existent for me. Mono Blue Spirits, even though it is my least liked matchup, pretty much non-existent. Again, maybe I've just gotten lucky in the past couple weeks. I haven't seen it. They do say Mono Blue Spirits is the best deck in the format. Again, if it was the best deck, I'd probably see it a little bit more, you would think. Oof, okay, that's much better. We got, well, 3 lands instead of 1. I think we do have to send Ghalta to the bottom, unfortunately. Definitely plenty of ramp. Hopefully that Trapjaw at some point. Excuse me, I'll go with Thunderherd Migration. We'll get to 4 lands on turn 3, which opens up the potential for Huntmaster for 2, and then Topiary Stomper for 2. Most efficient in ramping. Oh, double Bishop of Wings. Whenever an angel enters the battlefield, they are going to be gaining 8 life. That is not a pretty sight. Oh, that entered tapped. Why did that enter tapped? I did not want to do that. I could have sworn I paid 2. Okay, well, that's gonna be painful, to say the least. Yeah. Ooh. They're going to be gaining about 16 life a turn. Well, Huntmaster will block 1. They gained 4 more life. Boom. Another. That probably doesn't. I need to cycle Jetmir's Garden to search for a Trapjaw to give myself any hope of winning this matchup. I'm going to pay it, get 2 down, and hope we see Trapjaw Tyrant next turn. That would be the ultimate thing. Absolutely. I'm thinking maybe bringing in Giant Cindermaw or Rampaging Ferocidon. Just the fact that I've faced Angels twice today and not seen a single Angel deck for maybe a week, potentially a week. Perhaps something's up. Something's in the air. That's not Trapjaw, and that is not going to win us against this, unfortunately. But that's all right. We'll get her done. I'm definitely leaning more still towards Giant Cindermaw. Even though there is the potential for Rampaging Frostodon to be very good. If it's a deck with lots of dinky creatures, lots of little creatures, Rampaging does have the chance to chip away, at least do 3 damage and be the equivalent of if it had attacked. Possibly haste. Play it, it doesn't have haste, but down the line if it pings 3 times, as sort of as if it had dealt damage the first turn it entered the battlefield. Well, that's certainly better than that first hand. We do have 5. I'll send the mountain to the bottom. Of course, you know, we got 4. Topiary for 3 is going to get us to 5 for Raging, and want to send as many basics to the bottom or keep them in the library so that, well, there's lots of hits for Topiary Stomper and Thunderherd Migration. Oh, immediately. Absolutely. I still don't think Angels is maybe popular enough to warrant bringing both of them in. I know some of you guys have had success with Giant Cindermaw plus Rampaging Frostodon. Absolutely crushing and hosing anything life gain related, but yeah, I don't really see Angels. I think Angels or anything life gain related is probably a little bit more popular in best of 1. I think so. Ooh. Well, this is lovely. Look at this, folks. Raging Swordtooth, 1 damage. We take out the aspirant. Things will not get bigger. Lovely. Beautiful. I knew Raging Swordtooth would come in handy sometime tonight. There's bound to be some deck with dinky little things. Of course, Skyclave, you can't exile that. Yeah. We weren't even going to turn on Topiary Stomper next turn anyways. So it's not a loss whatsoever. That's tapped. We got the charging. Boom. 10 trample damage. That's, yeah. I would concede as well. Lights out on their chances. But it does look like something else with Collected Company, similar to those Angels there. We see the Luminarch Aspirant, Skyclave Apparition. It's got to be something with Collected Company, that's my bet. I don't think it's mid-range, so creatures past a mana value of 3. Yeah, we're going to go with that. We're bringing in Anger of the Gods. Again, something that pings Trapjaw quite nicely. Cut good old charging and Rhonas. This could be quite devastating. Certainly Anger, some damage-based sweeper does make sense. Another way to trigger Trapjaw. I still think fighting might be better. Quite a few decks, quite a few times where Anger just doesn't make sense. It just stays out, and then we lose out on the chance of pinging this guy a little bit. But that is a hand I'm definitely happy to keep. I think it should work out. If it does work out, ooh, we're off to the races. Hopefully at least we keep drawing lands or a Topiary Stomper. Oh, phew, okay. This is good. Hopefully Huntmaster survives, at least for 2 turns. Skyclave Apparition. Rhonas, which we can exile. Oh, with... Oh my goodness, folks. This is looking good, I must say. A lot of trample power there. Yes. Oh, we got stuff. We got stuff. You know what it has to be. The Trapjaw. Raging Swordtooth. Next turn. I'm just going to attack with it. They will not block. Absolutely. if they can't kill Trapjaw Tyrant when we attack with it, it effectively has unblockable, which is pretty sweet, I must say. It's hard to top that. It makes zero sense if they blocked it. We would take out one creature, plus we would exile something else. Oh, anger of the gods. This opponent is about to be very angry. Now the question is, do a little bit more setup with... Oh, we're going to be greedy this game. I like it. We're just going to attack with both. Now Rhonas can... You know what? I'm not going to attack. I'm not going to attack. Rhonas could have used its ability pumping up Raidan, however you pronounce it. Then Rhonas could have blocked because they had another creature with power greater than 4. Ooh, there it is. And I don't think we're dead if they wanted to attack with a bunch of stuff. It's going to get ugly next turn. That's all I'm going to say. They better have something with indestructible. Whatever. Oh, they're done. We exile Rhonas. We exile Raidan. Oh my goodness. Wow. That's pretty good, I must say. Even when you have a clear focus list that does good things, it's going to be hit or miss sometimes. But when it hits, that seems pretty darn valid to me. Rhonas, not having to worry about him, that guy is the bane of my existence in mono green. Very hard to get around. You just make him disappear, hopefully, permanently. Hopefully they can't take out Trapjaw. But man. Exciting stuff, I must say. Heaven, hopefully you're watching or you caught that. Oh. I just want to sit here and marvel at that fantastic sight. We redeemed ourselves against another Celestian deck. It wasn't Angels, but it doesn't matter how big the thing is. Incredible. I know. I think Raging Swordtooth definitely is a fantastic pairing, but again, I think there needs to be more ways to ping Trapjaw. Whether it's fighting with Trapjaw to take out a small thing, having it survive, you exile something else. Each fighting spell gets bigger. But it is Friday. It is Friday, so I'm going to do some more matches. I did start a little bit late as well. At least one more match here. We'll see how long it goes. Maybe. It's another Azorius control, of course. So good. I think there's definitely something there with Trapjaw Tyrant. I want to keep playing it, put it through its paces, 100 matches, 150 matches, tweaking along the way. Definitely a nice sample size. If I played 10, 20, I don't think that would be enough. This hand could be enough if everything survives. Ooh. This is going to be nasty as well. We're seeing Gruul colors. Gruul Panza, potentially, which is not very common whatsoever. I think it's got to be Thunderherd Migration. Get to 3 mana, potentially 4 next turn. But Huntmaster for 2, Marauding for 1. Oh, Gruul, Fires of Invention, possibly. Hey, whoa there, Huntmaster, good buddy. Auto tapper, don't mess us up. That was close. Always keep an eye on that auto tapper. It almost used Karplusan Forest plus the mountain, leaving us with only a forest. We want one source of red, so we were able to go marauding there. But if I wasn't on the ball, it would not have been good. Oh boy. Well, folks, I like it. We're not going to be attacking because it's about to get nasty next turn. Oh boy, oh boy. Let's, we go Trapjaw Tyrant for 1 colorless if everything survives. No, I'm not blocking. Oh, they could also have Collected Company, but it's looking like Jund now. We see that swamp up here. Oh, they better be scared. My, I love this. They have 2 mana, not too scary. Folks, watch. Boom. Done for. I don't think they're doing anything for a red and a green. Oh, disgusting. Munch. I feel like playing Ghalta for free. I don't know about you. That's good. Done. Destroyed. Decimated. If that previous match was good. Boom. Oh, heaven. That animation will never get old. I was happy to showcase it for you guys, what, probably a year ago at this point? It's pretty cool to say, but I feel like it was a year ago I did my first Trapjaw Tyrant featured episode. I think it was a stream. It might have been a regular episode. It's hard to keep track. There's almost 800 videos at this point, including streams. I don't know. Trapjaw fantasy here. There's something to it. There's got to be something to this scenario, especially Gwenna. We cast Trapjaw for 1 colorless because she untapped after we tapped her for 2 white to pay for Trapjaw. We cast Ghalta for free. We could cast another copy of Ghalta for free just to power up Gwenna if we wanted. We could have played Raging Swordtooth for 1 again. Because he's at 3, Gwenna untaps and we cast that. 1 plus Carnage Tyrant. Oof. We could have barfed everything in hand, exiling everything. Just lovely. Lovely. But against Jund, okay, let's get the sideboarding out of the way. They got some decent creatures, probably some pretty good hits for Anger of the Gods. I don't think we'll need to use a whole lot though. Rhonas could be nice, definitely indestructible, big body. I'm going to cut Charging Monstrosaur. I'm thinking Silverback Elder. Yeah, I like Silverback Elder. I feel there's some maybe artifacts. They do have clues for the Tireless Tracker, of course. Yes, oof. Again tonight, you guys see there she is, the power of Gwenna. Untapping. Name a deck that can make nice use of casting creatures with a power 5 or greater. Again, I say there's almost no decks that do that. There might be no decks that have enough creatures that powerful to make good use of that card. But we're certainly keeping that hand. Oh, if you guys play Magic in paper, pick up a couple copies of this. It's very cheap for good reason. Not a lot of decks are probably using it. Doesn't hurt the wallet. I got a couple copies for myself, a few bucks. I gotta do something quick. That's for sure. Oh, we're about to do even more nasty stuff. I'm suspicious of them killing things. I'll try for Gwenna. Hopefully they can't kill it. Yes, good. Raucous, I think Gwenna's going to go to 100, 200, 300 for a heavily played version. near mint. I mean, that's a whole nother question. My goodness. No, I don't really see her going too high. I've certainly taken out Chandra with Huntmaster. Boom. They paid 2 and 2 red to destroy Gwenna. That is not good whatsoever. Pretty sweet. I knew Fires of Invention might be in this mix. Well, I think we'll still get her done eventually. We'll play the Trapjaw. Soul of Windgrace. Well, we're not going to be attacking because that would trade with it. Hopefully Trapjaw survives at least a turn. We play Raging next turn, ping it. We're off to the races. There will be some high price for sure. Things will change. Not a problem with them destroying this land. We got plenty of basics. I'm going to stick with the sources of green. We already have Trapjaw down. Hopefully they don't take it out. Cross your fingers. Oh, they're killing it. Ah, nuts. I should have blocked Soul of Windgrace. I should have figured something was up. Ah, and it wasn't a source red. That's not good. But Rhonas can block. That is nice. It's not nothing. At the very least, we stopped them attacking with any sort. Oh, okay. That's what you want to do. Maybe they have another copy of Windgrace, I guess. Huh. Group the gods? Topiary Stomper is still alive. Dead. They goofed up. I thought they might have. Beautiful. I think we would have had a good chance game 3, even if it went to that. But after the utterly destructive and decimating first game, I can understand why they might be a little tilted, perhaps. We'll keep going. That was a very fast match. Feeling a little cold. I think there might be a window open, and definitely being in somewhat northern Canada, you feel it. I feel the draft somewhere. Huh. Well, it's not my window. Actually, I should check what the temperature is. Ooh, not too bad. Only -6, which is probably pretty crazy for a lot of you guys. -6 Celsius, that is. I don't know what it's in Fahrenheit heaven. But it's cold. It's cold. It would be maybe 20 Fahrenheit, 15 Fahrenheit perhaps. Man, the hand just keeps getting worse. We had one, now we have none. Yeah, I'm going to have to risk that. We're on the draw. We got Thunderherd plus Huntmaster. 2 things for 2. .25 Fahrenheit in Ohio, Sean. Ooh. So we're right about the same. I think we might be a little bit colder here. Maybe I'll take a video tomorrow, show you guys all the snow we have. Which is nothing. Yeah, I maybe could have gone another turn, see if I get another land. It just would have been probably too painful. Unfortunately, I could have had 27 lands and still had a scenario like that. -6. Oh, insane. 35 Celsius, Pablo. I think a lot of us would like to join you at 35. Lovely stuff. Maybe a little bit hot. Perhaps 35 Celsius is a cold day where you are. I imagine it can get to 40 sometimes. Higher than 40, maybe. Oh, 2 inches. That's pretty good. First snow of the year. Good stuff. I think a lot of places had their first snow of the year the past week, past few days. But against... there's something funny going on. It could be Orzhov, Yorion, Doom Foretold. Hard to say. Something with artifacts though, so Silverback Elder seems to make sense. I imagine they also have enchantments of some kind. Yeah, keep it like that. Mostly hot weather heaven, yes. 48. Oh, lovely. Raining, not so much. Hopefully your internet connection stays pretty good. Ooh, another 1 lander. Alright, that's the keeper. We got 2 lands, we got 2 things for 2, and the Silverback Elder against what might be a pretty heavy artifact enchantment list. I definitely like keeping the 2 Silverbacks. Of course, there's a pretty nice chance that the Great Henge would have been good, allowing us to draw more cards, accelerate stuff out. But if we get 2 Silverback Elders, we get 2 triggers of its ability to destroy an artifact or enchantment. So I would like to stack that if at all possible. Yeah, it's definitely something with artifacts. Azorius artifact, I don't know, hard to say. Creatures with odd power, toughness, yes, Sean, definitely. I do agree. I think the rarity, for sure, especially if something's bottom heavy. I kind of like that. As long as it has more than 4 toughness, very, very satisfying indeed. Luckily, we still get to play the Silverback Elder. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense to choose ape for that second secluded courtyard, since we already had 3 sources of green. Solar Blaze, that's one of my favorites for creatures that are bottom heavy, 2 3s, 1 2s, 5 7s, which all the creatures out at the moment, and some early dinos are bottom heavy. But Solar Blaze, each creature deals damage to itself equal to its power. So if its power is less than its toughness, your creatures survive, where the opponent's creatures, maybe a lot of them, or all the opponent's creatures will die. If they're even, they're dead. If they're top heavy, they're dead. I have used Solar Blaze a little bit in the past, and I could right now. You know, I am in Naya colors. Solar Blaze does only need a single white. It would be pretty easy to make work. That's no land, unfortunately. But we do get to exile this Tameshi, Reality Architect. Not doing a whole lot. Maybe they don't have a whole lot of creatures overall. Alright, good old Trapjaw. Take out Tezzeret. And we're off to the races here. Maybe I'll go with Solar Blaze instead of Anger of the Gods, but Solar Blaze would kill Trapjaw Tyrant, unfortunately. We would have to increase its toughness if we wanted it to survive. They're getting their Tameshi back. Not so bad. At least it doesn't have an enter the battlefield effect. We have enough lands at this point. We'll just destroy Elspeth. Nice. Perhaps I'll just block Marauding, keeping Tameshi alive. On the off chance that they wouldn't want to take 5, would have been nice to do a little bit extra damage. Oh yes, Lumberknot. We do also have a Dino. Belligerent Brontodon, I believe it is. 5 in a white and a green for a 5/7, I think. It does a similar effect to Lumberknot there. I did actually do Celestia Toughness Matters Dinos. When was that? A little bit ago. Tameshi has to block Silverback, so might as well deal as much as possible. And hope we don't get more lands. But again, like you see, even with a low land count, you're going to get scenarios and times where, well, you just don't need it. Any other creature, if it was a Dino, we probably would have got the job done there. Hopefully they don't have a sweeper. Karn, not too bad. I think their goose is cooked. Seems to be the case. But yeah, heaven, I was intrigued by Lumberknot. It was pretty cool. Treefolk Tribal. I hope Treefolk Tribal makes a resurgence. I always thought that was neat. Not a whole lot of support for those creatures. I could see it coming back. I think a lot of people like Treefolk. Probably not as popular as dinosaurs just in general. But I guess it's just a very basic Azorius artifacts. We've seen only basic lands. I would have assumed some dual land at this point. 4 plains, 2 islands. Maybe it's a hodgepodge mix. Maybe they have counter spells. Shifting Ceratops could be pretty good. Heroic Intervention, Pablo, yes. Absolutely. With a lot of single target interaction. If we're using Heroic Intervention to save something that's just one target, might as well go one of the cheaper spells that only cost a single green. Of course, Heroic Intervention could help multiple creatures survive during combat, whether we're attacking or blocking. But if we're attacking with a bunch of bodies, maybe we won already, especially Trapjaw removing those bodies. We may not need to win in combat, so the only scenario really would be a sweeper with Azorius control, protecting everything. Chances are they might have a counter spell to deal with our protection for it. Hard to say. But I do... Oh! I almost spilt my... Well, I did spill my coffee a little bit there. I'll keep it the same. Yeah, I think it's good. I have the full play set, so definitely I can try it in the future. Maybe if control decks, Azorius control becomes more popular and we have to contend with sweepers, Supreme Verdict, various things like that, Heroic Intervention might be needed. Of course, I could just start off with Heroic Intervention and it probably would do pretty good. If the opponent's attacking with a bunch of their creatures, we make super chump blockers. Huntmaster doesn't die. Maybe it stops a massive 6/6. Boom. Lovely. Marauding Raptor. Lovely. And we're left with all those creatures. The opponent might be open thinking they had a chance. They swing with everything knowing we have to block with a bunch of stuff. It's going to be an uphill battle, but it's going to be an uphill battle for the opponent if everything did survive. I imagine it would be lethal if we have a bunch of creatures out. Weirdest animal... Frog Tribal. Brushwag Tribal. That's more of a meme. Oh yes, yes. Hard to say. I think if I had to choose, I'd probably still go with one of those green spells that cost one. Blossoming Defense for Hexproof, but again, Tameo Safekeeping, the Indestructible and Hexproof is probably the best of those 1-cost spells. Rat Deck and Alchemy. I would say a Brushwag deck. That's very funny stuff. Sand looks like it might get there. Oh, yeah, definitely. After drawing that Secluded Courtyard. Fast, annoying Death Touch. Ooh. I guess Death Touch Tribal actually would be pretty scary. They do have some animals, the snakes. But animal tribal cats. I don't know. That's a tough one. Topiary Stomper. When we do get to 7, we may not have to use Huntmaster to give Topiary. Hey, oh, interesting. Well, alrighty then. Chrome Mirror Shell Crab. I thought it was Chrome Shell Crab. That's another crab from a long time ago. Ooh, this is not nice. Discard it, counter a spell or ability. Painful. Well, well, well. Elves Death Touch is good. Yeah. I guess we'll just go Thunderherd Migration. Brotherhood's End. It's making me wish I had that. Seeing the artifacts they've got out. Oh. Almost makes me tempted to buy a couple packs of the Brothers War to maybe open some copies of that. I still don't think something heavily in artifacts is going to be super popular. Maybe it will as people try out all the new stuff that was recently released. Hopefully this guy survives. Oh, we get a ping stuff. Beautiful. And hope they don't have a counter. Oh, you gotta be kidding. Well, Tameshi probably gonna block to make sure Tezzeret doesn't go down to 1. Dino Wizard, I don't think there's a Dino Wizard at this point. A lot of dinosaur beasts. When that was changed with Ixalan and Rivals of Ixalan, they updated a lot of past creatures that were lizard beasts, things that clearly in their art it was a dinosaur, but for whatever reason they moved away from calling it that. Deathmiss Raptor, probably one of my favorite ones, favorite examples. 1 and 2 green for a 3/3 Death Touch Megamorph. It was changed to a dinosaur beast from a lizard beast. That thing's pretty cool. Really should have been a dinosaur all along. That was super clearly a dinosaur. Plant Dino, yeah. We'll just keep pressuring Tezzeret here. Perhaps we'll be able to make something happen if we can ping Trapjaw Tyrant at some point. And it's just unfortunate drawing the lands that we're drawing. Maybe we stomp some opponents a little bit too hard with Trapjaw Tyrant. The algorithm wants to set us back. Settle the Wreckage. Something to deal with creatures, gain a bunch of life. I guess that does make sense. blocked an ether creature. I don't think a Trapjaw was blocked there by anybody. Yeah, they countered Raging Swordtooth, so it didn't ping the Trapjaw. Well, hopefully Jetmir's Garden gets us something to ping him. It just gets us another land. Huh, nuts. I'm going to hold off and hope maybe we get another Raging Swordtooth. Oh, shoot. But yeah, they had countered Raging, unfortunately. It would have been nice to ping the Trapjaw, take out Tameshi, and then still fly past and deal with Teferi. Oh, no. Yeah, when Trapjaw is dealt damage. So if we have a Marauding Raptor out, it's naturally going to ping Trapjaw here. We'll exile something. Raging Swordtooth deals 1 damage to each other creature. Ping and Trapjaw that way as well. Quite nice. Yeah, we just keep getting stuff we don't need. Still hold out hope maybe for a fight spell with Trapjaw. It would be nice if Trapjaw's ability, whenever it was dealt damage or entered the battlefield, it went off. But that's not the case. It's probably going to do it for us this match, I would imagine. Yeah, that's alright. Sometimes you just draw a bunch. We'll see if we get something nice next turn, but if we get even more lands or another Huntmaster. Yeah. I mean, it's not nothing, but nah, it's that's not gonna cut it. You can see when scenarios like this, see why I don't like adding even more lands, because even with a low amount, you still get a ton sometimes. And with all the cost reduction, Topiary, Huntmaster, Marauding, Thunderherd Migration, a ton of ramp. We've got Gwenna, Eyes of Gaea to super ramp as well. Definitely, I think dinos, maybe more than any other deck, can make a low land count work, even with all those costly things. But how many am I running? 22, which is crazy for a lot of people. Yeah, does the trick with that third color splashing for Trapjaw Tyrant. I don't feel too safe bringing in Lair of the Hydra, some of those other utility lands. Definitely Jetmir's Garden to maintain that consistency. Does feel right. But otherwise, it was a good night. Hopefully you guys have a good night, a good morning, evening, afternoon. Stay cool, stay warm, whatever it is, wherever you live, whether it's hot, whether it's cold. Certainly I'm going to be checking out the draft that I'm feeling at the moment. At least my computer doesn't overheat. I think it's right by a draft against the wall, so it keeps running fast all the time in winter. No fear, no limits, no excuses to not be playing. Cheers, yes, Sean, Heaven, Pablo, everybody else. Have a good Friday, and probably catch you guys tomorrow night. Peace.